Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Kevin. Just wanted to show you guys what I'm doing tonight. Of course, working at home, just do whatever I want to. But started messing around with the Lexus a little bit, and let me show you. I've been on it for about 15-20 minutes now. Got the entire airbox out and the upper intake manifold. I'm gonna go ahead and take the lower intake manifold off next. But I got this car at a super deal. Nice car. The guy was hurt and he lost his job or whatever, but he told me that he was driving it down the freeway and he overheated it, and he didn't notice it until it was, too late. So the car shut down on him, and that's basically it. He had it at the shop. They said that definitely the head gasket was gone. I did basically as much as I could, but I really wanted to go in and open it up, because even if I could rig it up to start running, I want it to be reliable. Like I said, plan on taking it to California, so I want this thing to be basically like a new engine. Now, of course, with these, this is the 2JZ GE, basically the same thing out of the old SC300s, besides the VVTi, which you have the VVTi cam sensor right there. So, I mean, from me working on the SC300, I can basically break this thing apart in about an hour and a half, see what's going on. I'm hoping there's no bottom end damage. So, I mean, that gives me a chance to go ahead and upgrade the head gasket and go ahead and upgrade the head studs and all that good stuff. Take the head off, check the valves, make sure they're good, send it off to the head shop, let them check it out, get it refinished. But like I said, I might get in there and have like some piston rings fraud or something like that. But I really won't know until I open it up. Good thing and bad thing. I mean, basically, if piston rings are fraud, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the pistons and then change them over to the pre VVTi pistons, because of course everybody knows that the older 2JZ pistons are stronger. I might even go with the 2JZ twin turbo pistons and rods and just throw some nice rings in there, and I go with some APR studs or ARP studs and twin turbo head gasket. Leave it non-turbo for right now and just basically have a bulletproof engine that's going to last another 250-300,000 miles. It just all depends. I'm not a big fan of turbo automatics, but again, this car is really not for me. So I just want to have it running good, that's going to be reliable, that's not going to break down on the side of the road or anything like that. So that's my main focus right now. And like I said, if the pistons are fraud or the rings are fraud or the rods or whatever, I mean, it just turns over freely. Like, it's not getting compression to the engine. That's the reason the first thing I did was take the Tom and belt cover off to see if the Tom and belt was broke, because that's basically the way it's turning over. Like, it doesn't have any compression. So I'm thinking it just could be a bad head gasket. Hopefully that's all it is. Just depends, because if it needs pistons and rods and all that, I can get a complete block from an SC300 for basically nothing. And head gasket is nothing. I mean, doing all the labor yourself, I might spend, let's say worst case scenario, I might spend $400 on parts and labor and stuff. The most expensive thing is going to be to probably send the head off to the head shop, but that's not a huge deal or anything. But other than that, that's how I'm going to spend my Monday night, messing around with this thing. I'll talk to you guys later.